Wong, this is Sincere Milk. My name is Yahawasap. I camp out with the Lions Den, Yashuala, and Jacksonville. And first I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the apostles, and women children. Kau, Harayam, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahawashai. Bahashim, Ha, Rodash, Kodash, Mark. All praise to Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit, in holy, and in truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS, to my elder, Awam, also to the apostles who are on the highways and byways in city and truth, to the best of their ability, to the women and children, Shalom. Well, today edification is going to be Jacob's trouble just got worse, right? A lot of people are being kicked out. If you're looking at the news, you're gonna see that things are gonna keep increasing, right? And before I go into the lesson of what the Spirit got me to speak from Scripture, I'll put it under the publication. I just want to announce it. My elder, Hawam, he did a great lesson. Okay, it's called the Trojan Horse, the New World Order, Science, 2021, Nanotechnology. Okay, his website, his YouTube, Slovakia, is Hopeful Elect, Lions Den, Yashuala. Okay, I'll be writing it down. Also, my brother Ataya Allah, he also did one called Tuskegee Experiment. Never trust thy enemy. I mean, this is pretty strong. Okay, I'm gonna write it down so you can look into it. I want to announce also that to Jakes, do not want to forget about Tiffany Duvert. You should start making YouTube's videos, asking and demanding, about her. Now, what I want to make clear, then the hospital doctors and nurses have to take an oath that they cannot talk about what they see and what they hear, because they will get in trouble. Okay? But if she did pass away, her husband has every right to come out and talk about it, right? And those who are working in the hospital with her can't, they have to take that and hold it in because, the love of money, right? Let's be sincere about that. Okay? So I'll be putting that, writing it down to remind you. Also, I found one here interesting. It's called Mike Kogoski Family Test Spray with Agent Orange. Okay, I'm going to write about that too because, that happened to my brother when he was in Vietnam. And thinking when he came back out years later, he thought, he's going to get money and get better. They just, send him to psychiatrists and give him a whole bunch of medication now. He is worse than before. So anyway, going down to the scripture, that since things are getting worse, and I keep seeing in the news how, doctors and nurses are taking that Mad Max hit, and and then plus the nurse who is giving it, not wise. Okay, more people are coming out talking about the side effects. Okay, who took it? You want to start looking into that. I want to go into Proverbs 18, chapter 18, verse 5. Slakia. See if I got it right here. It is not good to show partiality to the wicked or to overthrow the righteous in judgment, right? So I looked it up. Partiality, unfair bias in favor of one thing or person compared with another. Favoritism. That's what's going on right now with these nurses and hospitals. They're saying, if we quit our jobs and we come out and say what we see and what we hear, I'm afraid they're afraid what's going to happen to them. it's going to happen to you anyway. Okay, let me just give you the bad news right now. If you think that because you're saving your children, that you got to keep bringing them, that money that's going to be changing soon to, cashless society, right? Where they're promoting right now the Mad Max, and after that, the mark of the beast. That's a catch-22, huh? But because you don't want to come back to the scripture, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, Slovakia, you can't make these, straight focused decisions. You're having a hard time, saying what's more important, right? Well, the scripture right now is important, right? A lot of you should be leaving. I mean, by the thousands should be quitting your jobs, to be honest with you, walking out, right? And making YouTube what you see and what's going on. I'm going to move to Proverbs chapter 17, verse 15. I got it right here. All right. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the just, both of them alike are an abomination to Yahweh. And that's what you're doing. You keep working there, you keep accepting those Mad Max, right? Jabs. And then you're giving it to others, okay? And Jacob's trouble is going to get bigger and bigger, worse and worse. It's going to be knocking on your door, okay? You think that by doing that, they're going to, everything's going to go well for you. Look into that, your Trojan horse, the New World Order. You're going to be shocked, okay? He gives a great lesson there. It's a strong one, both of them, okay? Tuskegee experiment. Huh? I'm sure you forgot about that, all right? Moving to Song 15, verse 2. Song, verse, chapter 15. It's getting ugly out there. Got it, right here. Song, chapter 15, verse 2. He who walks uprightly and works righteousness and speaks the truth in his heart and his mind. He who does not backbite with his tongue, nor do evil to his neighbor. What do you think you're doing? Huh? What do you think you're doing when you're giving those Mad Max, right? Those jabs, right? To your so-called workers and patients. You're doing evil. Okay? And that's not going to go good with you. Alright? Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai, okay, is writing everything down. Okay? And when he comes back, before he even comes back, he's going to start, he's already, look what's going on. Okay? Thousands and thousands of people in the streets. Okay? And they still want help from the Edomite, the Caucasian, right? The bastards. That's who they are. Right? Help me, help me. They don't want to come back to the scripture, to the true identity, nationality, and inheritance. I'm moving to Jeremiah chapter 23. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 26. 23. You're going to see a lot of people dying of all ages. Children, babies, okay? And still you're going to go to, the Edomites. 23, verse 26. Hey, what happened? So, okay, here we go. How long would this be in the heart of the prophets who prophesies lies? Indeed, they are prophesied of deceit of their own heart, their own mind. And who is that talking about? Right? Those 501c3 incorporated churches, right? Don't get me wrong, we have Israelites, okay, that have a 501c3, right? That come out saying take the jab, right? There's no worry, it's not that. Everything's going to be all right. Okay. Well, the scripture's making it loud and clear here that hey, you you're listening to false prophets, to liars. Okay, they're going to get theirs for doing that. Okay, and you want to keep going to the churches, right? Who keep lying to you, and you know they're lying to you. That's what makes it even worse. Okay, Jeremiah. I'm moving to verse 27. Who tries to make my people forget my name by their dreams, which everyone tells his neighbor as their father forget my name for Baal. Right? Baal, Christmas, worship the Edomites because, the technology that they got, right? That they want to now enslave you, right? From within, okay? You can't think no more, okay? It's going to get bad and ugly, but hey, we're going to keep on blowing the trumpet until it's time that the unicorn is turned off. And then that's it. When the unicorn is turned off, the door shuts, and all hell is going to break loose. It's going to get worse than what it is now. Ezekiel 22. Ezekiel 22. Right here. Salakia 22. It is true to be living in the street in the cold with kids. I tell you that much. They want to put you in destitute mentality. Okay, chapter 22, verse 26 goes like this. Her priests have violated my law and profaned my holy things. They have not distinguished between the holy and unholy, nor have they made known the difference between the unclean and the clean. Oh. And they have hidden their eyes from my Sabbath, so that I am profane among them. Verse 27. Her prince and her myth are like wolves, tearing the prey to shed blood, to destroy people, and to get dishonest gain. Now, don't think I forgot when I'm talking about the 501c3 churches. Don't think I forgot that in the hospitals you have what? A lot of priests. Oh yeah, I didn't forget that, right? You even have a room where people can go and pray, right? Those are fake. Pretenders. What it's talking about right here. Alright? Deceiving everyone in there. Okay? Malachi chapter 2. I saw you over here. Oh, Malachi chapter 2 right here. Got it. Verse 8. But you have departed from the way. You have caused many to stumble at the law. You have corrupted the covenant of Levi. Okay? So, again, that has to do with the churches of 501c3, but also remember with the priests are in the hospitals, okay? Lying to people about that J letter, right? Jesus, the guy with the long hair and blue eyes, high heels, when it's really Caesar Borgia, okay? He is not the real son of Yahweh, okay? It will be close to something like this, the Father and the Son. If you want to see it even closer, look at that, all right? Now that's a lion, okay? As we say in Spanish, with big cojones, okay? Isaac 24. Moving along here, Isaac 24. Isaac 24, verse 10. Look at this. Wow. The city of confusion is broken down, right? shutdowns. Every house is shut up so that none may go in. Right? They come when you're not at home, you're working for the Edomite, right? And they change the locks, and when you come, you can't get nothing. Huh? Huh? Look at that. And it says here in verse 11, there is a cry for wine in the street. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Verse 12, in the city desolation is left, and the gates is stricken with destruction. I go to verse 13. When it shall be thou in the midst of the land among the people, it shall be like the shaking of an olive tree. That's what they're doing. And that's because Yahweh Washin Yahushua is the one shaking the tree. Okay? He's getting everybody's attention. And you Jakes keep insisting, right? That, I don't believe there's no God. That's a storybook, right? But Santa Claus, Halloween, Valentine's, here we come, right? Let's do the Edomites holidays. Well, look what they're doing to you now. They're throwing you on the street. Soon you'll be losing your jobs too. They don't need all your doctors and nurses. They're only gonna, after when this gets ready and settled, they're only gonna, have only a few. Technology is taking over. I'm moving to Second Esdras. Yeah, Second Esdras. 15 what? Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. 17 to 19. Okay. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Oh, that's going on right now. The house shall be destroyed. Yeah, that's going on right now. And men shall be afraid. And men shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword. Right? Sword can be also a weapon. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Whew. This is going to hit so hard, right? People are going to start breaking in. Whoever has food, they're going to start taking it. And this is all done, planned out, for you to decide, okay? Who are you going to come back to? You're going to come back to Yahweh Shin Yahushai, and if you have to go through what you have to go through and stay with the word, right? Or you're going to go running after the Edomites, right? The Caucasian people. Again, the bastards, right? Matthew 6. Oh, look at that. Wow. Red letters. Chapter 6, verse 19. Yes, right here. Do not lay upon yourselves treasure on earth, where moth and rust destroys, and where thieves break in and steal. Man, I'm telling you, the Bible has just turned, it's a living book. It's alive, okay? It's breaking it to you exactly what we are going to go through, what you're going through, Jake. What you're going through. Everything you work so hard for, right? It's taken away. And now they want to take the temple. Doesn't even belong to the Edomites. A lot of you are going to give it up. Song 37. Here we go. Song 37. Song 37, verse 25. I have been young and now I'm old. Yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendants begging bread. Right? That sounds to me like the elect. Those who are going on the highways and byway, right, as a living sacrifice. Okay? To call you back, Jakes, men and women, right? So-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and speckled birds. To come back to the scripture. To come back to Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai. Okay? So, those who are the chosen elect are gonna be helped, are gonna be fed. Right? He is ever merciful and lends, and his descendants are blessed. They'll pass on because they're doing his work. Right? Jeremiah 16:16. Woo! That Jeremiah, that's a strong one. In case you didn't know it, it goes something like, there will be many fishermen, right? We are out there, many fishermen all over the world, okay, calling you, Jake, to come back. But after the fishermen comes the hunter, something like that. Let me look at it here, because this is strong right here. And I'm saying it because they're going to come for who? Those Edomite bastards, right? I got to make that clear. Since they're being so bold with the technology, what they're doing and what they're going to do. Chapter 16, verse 16. I got it right here. Behold, I will send for many fishermen, said Yahweh, Bashin Yahweh Shai, and they shall fish them. And afterwards, I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. Woo! Right? The Rockefellers are hiding, okay? And all those buddy, other Edomites that are hiding also. Well, the hunters are going to come after them, which is good news because they're going to be the first ones enslaved for 1,000 years. Okay? So I hope that was edifying. Write the YouTubes down so you can take a look at it. I hope you do. And I hope that you keep asking for Tiffany Duver. Okay? She hasn't shown up. Okay? Everybody around the world should be making YouTubes coming out. I'm talking to you Jakes out there, okay? With that, I say Shalom.